a lovely little book of Christian mysticism, The Imitation of Christ. This was one of Swami Vivekananda's favorite books. There is this 4 ways of stress busting and attainment of peace. And they don't use those words, the old book. There, the author is imagining that the student is asking, the disciple is asking Jesus in a sort of imagination, how do I get peace? And then he imagines that Jesus is answering, if you want peace, do these 4 things. And if you hear what those 4 things are, you will realize why we are in so much stress and why we don't get peace. Because we are doing exactly the opposite of those 4 things. So it's worth listening to. What are those 4 things? 1, if you want peace, then always seek to have less rather than more. We try to do just the opposite. We're always seeking to have more and more and more. I mean, in this country, it's still under control, though it is slowly going out of control. I always say in the United States, it's the first time I saw a country where you have houses and houses just to keep stuff. They call it storage. So all the junk which accumulates in your home, and then it overflows your home into the garage till there's no space for the car, and then you have to take it all and go and hire a place, big storage place to keep your personal stuff, which you may never use again. But stuff, more things. Always seek to have less rather than more. That's the first thing for peace. The second thing he says, more difficult. Always seek to be last rather than first. The professors will be upset. What are you telling Swamiji? Always seek to be last rather than first. By what that he means that first and last in terms of consumption, in terms of taking credit, in terms of status. Let others get credit. Let others get status. Let others enjoy the whatever is to be consumed. Who is the mother who is the last piece of cake is in the house and the kids are coming back from school? Does the mother ever think, oh, before they come back, let me eat the cake? No, she gets joy by thinking that let me not eat the cake, but let the kids they will enjoy it. Always seek to be last rather than first. Then you will get peace. And third, even more difficult. If you want peace, always seek to do the will of another rather than your own. Always seek to do the will of another, what the other person wants. And it's not really all that difficult. In most cases, this clash of what we want is mostly clash of opinions. Maybe the opinion of the other person, the choice of the other person is not as good as your choice, as wise as your choice. 10%, in Hindi we have a saying, 19-20. So if you accept the will of the other, then the result is peace actually. And the last one, if you want peace, fourth one, if you want peace, then in all things try to see and know and accept the will of God. Whatever happens in life, you try to see that it is the will of God and try to accept it. Try is because it's difficult, and try to accept it. These 4 things, they lead to peace. And if you want to manage stress, these 4 things are very powerful tools actually to manage stress. So this is external. This is still external.